Hello, everybody. So I keep getting a lot of questions and with some confusion about how to do Apex. So I'm not sure how the kids look. This is how mine looks. I'm going to start science. And when I start science, I have all of these units, and I'm going to start with unit one. And here is an overview. And the overview is just a picture, usually, and it's some words, what we're going to learn. Okay, and then I can click continue. And this is what I see. Unit one has lessons. Lesson one is what is science. Lesson 1.2, types of investigations. Lesson 1.3 is using models. And 1.4 is like the review. Okay, and here is the big test. That's 22 points. So when I go back up here, I can click back to lesson 1.1. This is the overview. Here's the study guide or the study. So most of what I want to see is in here. This is the bulk of it. It is 16 pages. So I've encouraged kids to use the study guide. I have gone into each kid's classroom and under classwork over here on science, I think I'm going to organize it different. Here is the unit one study guide. And it's 15 pages, 16 pages, I don't even remember, 14 pages. And I took all of the study guides. Here's 1.1.1. I scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Here's 1.2.1. So all of the study guides, the 1.1.1 study guide, the 1.2.1 study guide, which is in this part, and the 1.3.1 study guide are all posted in Google Classroom. So some kids can't print from their Chromebooks, and I will take all of these and I will add them to my Google site. Okay, I'm going to do that. So if you want to print them, you can. Basically, a student should be able to answer all of this before they do this big test at the end. Okay, so there's all these study guides in Unit 1, all these lessons, and then they take this big test. Students are taking this big test and saying, I need help, I didn't do good, can I redo it? They didn't go through this and do this work. Okay, so when you start on 1.1, there's a study guide. This is like the meat of the problem. 16 pages worth of content. And there are some videos in here. I'm going to go through when I see this. I'm going to check my answer, hit submit. It's going to give me 2 tries. And some kids are like, my video doesn't work. What I've been told is video is 100% related to bandwidth that you have in your house, your internet power. So you can do a transcript, and then if your video is glitching, at least you can still read through that. Okay, so again, here's an attempt. I need to select, and then I keep going. Okay, the benefits of science. Keep going. What is science? Keep going. Check your understanding. Okay, again, I get 2 attempts. Scientific practices. Okay, an essay writer. So kids are like, what does this do? I never see this. I'm not sure how this is graded. So I think right now I would just think through it. Scientific theories and laws. Okay, and I'm going to keep going. So when I get to this 1.2 checkup and this 1.1.3 checkup, and then I go to this practice, when I get to these pencils, I have to submit it to me. You have to give me your answers. So when I click on this practice, because I'm like, okay, well, what do I need to do? Okay, I see these colorful green pigeon. I need to go back to Google Classroom. And what was that? 1.1.4. And at the bottom, you are doing this assignment instead of turning it into Apex. Students click on 1.1.4, last name, first name. Oh, here's the colorful green pigeon. And you're going to put your answer right here. No, the answer is wrong, blah, 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 whatever, or yes. And they're going to hit submit. Okay. So you're doing 1.1.4 practice, 1.2.4, and then guess what? They let us skip 1.3.4. So when I'm back in Apex, anytime I see this, I go to Google Classroom. Now there's a 1.15 quiz. So this is 10 points. If students can't do this first page of the study guide and haven't gone back and reviewed all of these pages, they're not ready for the quiz. When they take this quiz, it's 10 points. I have been told that you get 3 attempts. Okay, 3 attempts. So if your student gets 2 out of 10 and moves on, they can move on. If your student gets 0 out of 10, they either have a reset or it says contact I don't even know what it says, the teacher or the administrator. That's me. You have to reach out to me and say it's locked. I've been told you have 3 attempts to do this. And once they finish, then they go to 1.2 and repeat. Look at the overview, read through all of this as all the content, do the study guide, do the checkup, do the review. When you see the practice, remember that means you need to stop and go to Google Classroom because there's nowhere for you to submit your answers for grading. Oh, sorry. There we go. There's the button. Okay. And then there's a quiz. And again, don't do the quiz if you don't know how to do the study guide. And then I'm going to go to lesson 1.3 and I'm going to move on. So I posted a video in Google Classroom and I sent it to you and it's on my website. So there's these videos for great information. How to do a lesson in Apex. That's what I'm talking about. How to check your calendar so your student can go through and find their due dates, what you should be doing, how to unenroll in a Google class. Okay, so I'm basically making the same video that I kind of did the last 2 times. So kids need to watch these. How to do a lesson, how to walk through. I have heard from a few students, like, you are telling me I don't have this. I don't have this. So I reached out to my tech person and every now and then it can get glitchy. And for some reason it doesn't go through to a couple kids. Please, please, please look for this before I send it to you separately. Okay. So every morning your student is logging in to their Chromebook, log into Google Classroom or whatever time they want to start working. And there is in classwork, there is an attendance. Here's Wednesday's attendance. Okay, they need to click on that. They need to do the daily check-in. There's just a couple questions. They're going to look and see if I posted an announcement, and I did. I turned off class comments. Please ask me questions through email. And remember, you should be able to answer all the questions on the study guide before moving on. So everything we're going to use through classwork. Here's English, here's science. If your student hasn't done the beginning of the year, then I really need them to go back and do this too, okay? Especially this one that's academic honesty and the one that is digital contact, okay? I really, really, really need these done. So I hope that helps. Please, please, please email me, but understand I am getting like 30 emails an hour, plus Google Hangouts is going crazy, which is amazing and awesome. And I'm glad kids are reaching out to me. But a lot of this stuff I answer over and over and over somewhere, either on here or on my website. Okay, so look up here at this videos tab, how to unenroll. Watch this video for what you should be doing, how to work through a lesson in Apex. Okay, so hope that helps.